Well, I can only say that in these more than 40 years, 46 years, of working on the body-mind problem, I think I'm beginning to understand something, and I'm going to talk about it tonight. The conviction I have, of course, is that you are your body, and your head doesn't control it in a positive way. It can control it in some respects in a negative way. And my job was to get more into my body so I wasn't split between a body and mind situation. And of course that saved my life, fulfilled my life in many ways. And I'm finally coming to a point where I think I understand how this should work. But it's not easy. What I've realized that got me into the way of working, a body-mind approach, is that I came out of a family which was split. My father and mother never got along together. They fought all the years that I've known them. And there were two different personalities. My mother was an intellectual, not a great intellectual, but she always was thinking, trying to figure things out in her head, and ambitious. My father was pleasure-loving, kind of relaxed, wanted to enjoy life, but not aggressive. What feeling is, it's a very simple thing, is you feel your body. And for you to feel your body has to move, because something that doesn't move, you can't feel.
If we're dead still, we don't feel anything.
That's right. See? So you've got to get this body, get it alive, then you can get some feeling. You can talk about feelings all day long, but it's not feeling, it's an idea that you're talking about. Feeling is a sensation in the body that comes when you can sense what's going on in your body. You can have good feelings and bad feelings, but if you don't sense your body, you're just a spirit, what do I call it, a disenchanted spirit that's wandering around and doesn't know where to go, who he is or who she is, So if you put the spirit back into the body, the body gets more alive and the spirit gets more uplifted and fulfilled. Now, the basic things I want to talk about in the next few sections about grounding, breathing, vibration. It's the three basic bioenergetic things I work with in the therapy. So we have to get them to breathe more deeply. We have to get them to vibrate, because that's the life movement in them. See, breathing itself is a vibration. When you lose contact with your body, you enter a little bit of an insane world. That's what insanity is. You become unreal and you don't feel yourself in a human way. And you see a lot of that going on around here. And I'm afraid that's going to get worse. See, the problem that we have is that the culture is not a body culture.
Absolutely.
It's a head-end oriented culture. More and more, emphasizing thinking and power and not feeling. Feeling is the last thing that enters the picture of modern life. A healthy person is really characterized by a body that's alive and vital. Eyes that shine, a voice that's resonant, a manner that's soft, a sense of grace, a carriage that's dignified, and not dominated by his ego, with a sense of humility when he talks about things. So I have to find that in myself, and if I find it in myself, I try to share it with my patients and help them reach it. It's a long road. Well, this is where we come in. We know that feelings are movement. You feel an internal movement. We know that in order for it to move, there has to be energy. Energy creates movement. That's the nature of energy. And if we make the movement strong enough, the energy strong enough, and the movement reaches the surface, you're going to have a feeling. So, how do we get the energy? Well, I suppose you have to eat, right? So you don't eat, you don't have any energy. But basically, you also have to breathe. You cut off feelings by stopping the energetic process by holding your breath or diminishing your breathing. It's a basic you cannot otherwise do it. If your breathing is free and full, your energy is strong, you have strong feelings, and you have to deal with them. Cutting off your breathing, the feeling slowly, like the fire goes out because there's no oxygen going into the fire. You know that about fires. And now it's cool and calm, and your mind can think. But It's got a specific meaning in terms of our body grounding, see? It puts us in contact energetically with the earth, literally. You have to feel it.
You have to begin to feel it.
Yeah, so feeling is where bioenergetics is at.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, feeling is not where the world is at right now. Grounding is the basic principle that created bioenergetics. When you lose contact with your body, you enter a little bit of an insane world. That's what insanity is.
Yeah.
You become unreal and you don't feel yourself in a human way. And you see a lot of that going on around here. And I'm afraid that's going to get worse. A healthy person is really characterized by a body that's alive and vital.
Right.
Eyes that shine,
Right.
a voice that's resonant, a manner that's soft, a sense of grace, a carriage that's dignified, and not dominated by his ego, with a sense of humility when he talks about things.
Right.
So I have to find that in myself, and if I find it in myself, I try to share it with my patients and help them reach it. It's a long road. As I grew up, I found that I was smart. My mother had insisted on that, see? But I love to play ball.
Yeah.
I love the physical aspect. So you have one leg in one field, one leg in the other, and you're nowhere. And I needed to find something that would bring these two together. Otherwise, I would have gone down right the middle.
Yeah.
And luckily, I ran into Wilhelm Reich.